Now, pitfall 4 is obviously, as I said, we all assume that all data that is there in the source system is good. There is no problem with it. But we should realize that it's not the case. Okay, new systems have new rules, and the legacy data might have problems. So as an example, contact email can be mandatory in the new system, okay, but in the old legacy system from where you are actually migrating, it might not be. So what will happen is, in the old legacy system, since the contact email is not mandatory, there will be blank fields in it. Okay, so there would be numerous blank fields because it was not mandatory. But when you are migrating it from source system to the targeted system, since in the targeted system it's mandatory, your migration process will fail because it will expect a value to be passed from the source system to the target system in terms of contact email. But since you don't have that value, since it was not mandatory in the source system, your data migration scripts will fail. And this will happen because you have not analyzed the data. You have not analyzed that contact email is mandatory in the new system, but it's blank in the old legacy system. And that is what I mean by data cleansing and data analysis. Okay, so you need to understand, mines can be hidden in historical data. So maybe currencies always change. Like in Europe, there were different currencies previously, but it's now all converted to euros. So in the legacy system, it may be that there are different currencies present in the system, but what you have to do is identify that and convert them to euros, because your new system will not accept all the currencies. Okay, and these are very practical examples that happen and that we have faced as well with a lot of our clients. So these are very practical examples which should be taken care of. And that is what I mean by data quality, analyzing data, data cleansing. So data cleansing is not just missing records, it's all about whether the records in the system are actually consistent, right? And they don't hamper your scripts when you migrate them from source system to target system. So data quality significantly influences effort, okay? Because in this case, like we said, contact email was not mandatory and we didn't analyze and we just ran the script. So it's a waste of effort for us and we will have to redo the thing by analyzing it, right? So data quality significantly influences effort. The further we go in history, the bigger mess we will discover, right? There may be so many changes that have happened in the new system which are not present in the old legacy system. So it is very, very important to decide early in the stage how much history we want, okay? So if we are saying that we have got 100,000 records, it may be that when we talk to the business users, they say that we don't want all these 100,000 records. They don't make sense to us. We just want 30,000 records to be migrated. So by talking to the business, what has happened is your workload has just decreased by 70% because you don't have to migrate 100,000 records now. You just have to migrate 30,000 records. Okay, so the scope can reduce, your efforts can reduce if you involve business stakeholders, if you do proper analysis of both these systems, if you identify the data structures of both these systems and do your work smartly. So what we should do before doing any migration, very, very important, pre-migration data health check. When I say pre-migration data health check, you should do a data health check on both the source system and the target system. So in-depth data analysis, data cleansing, and understanding the legacy system is necessary for a smooth rollout. This is a mandatory step, pre-migration data health check. Make sure the project has time dedicated to remove unused, outdated, duplicate, and incorrect data at multiple stages. Okay, so this is a must that you have to do, and we have seen that in the previous slide in terms of examples how it can impact your efforts.